Hello and welcome to another video from In3D Software. Today I want to talk about AutoCAD technical drawings, plans, elevations, sections, that sort of thing, and how we can customize these using the AutoCAD toolsets. So as you're aware, imos IX is running on an Autodesk technology in the form of AutoCAD, and we have the functionality to use dimensions, fonts, this sort of thing, to annotate our drawings that are automatically created. In the example on the screen, I have a kitchen that's been created in 3D and then a 2D plan has been generated. If we just scroll a bit further down, you can see I also have section details and elevations of things like the island in here and the rear wall with my appliances. So we get a lot of questions asking how we can customize things like fonts, colors, that sort of thing. And it's really quite easy. So within AutoCAD, we have what we call text styles. So if I type the word style into my command line, you can see I have a series of different style rules that are set up. And if I just go to imos here, you can see that it's using the font Arial and it's going to use a paper height of 2. So what that'll do is it'll give it a set height when it's printed at paper size. Now what's useful is this is an annotative size, so that when we change the scale of the drawing that we're looking at on our paper space, we may go from a plan at 1:25 to a detail at 1:2. That paper text height will remain the same. So rather than zooming in and getting a really big detail that's very close in and getting then really big text at the same time, we'll also keep that locked at the same size. If I want to change the size and fonts, I can do that here. So I can say maybe I want to just make that a little bit smaller. I'll go for 1.8 and I'll change the font to be something different. You can see in here I've got all sorts of different fonts, so you're free to then go through and choose exactly which one it is that you'd like, and you can obviously get a preview of all of these when you look through. I'll go up and choose, in this case, let's go for this one at the top. Here we go. And then I'll click apply. I'll click close and you can see that that's now changed my font. And what I want to do in here is just change that again, because now my font looks wrong. I need to change that. So the best way to do that is to hit style again and then change imos from being the font that I've chosen to being this one, and then click and apply and close. And again, you can now see that that's now updated to be a different font. If I wanted to change the scale at which this is going to be viewed at, you can see down at the bottom, these have all been drawn at 1:25, meaning that when I go to my plan view in here, you can see now that this plan is set at 1:25 down at the bottom. But if I increase the scale, so I go to a 1:20 and zoom in a little bit, you can see that the dimensions have now disappeared. And that's because the dimensions are also annotative and they haven't been set to a 1:20 scale. So I would go back to the model and then in here just go do a Windows select over my technical drawings and then use properties to change the selection to the rotated dimension. So you can see I've got 116 dimensions, and then in here the annotative scale, I want to add in now the other dimension scale. So I'll say 1:20, click OK. And then in here, I can now change that to be 1:20. So you can see that's now changed and made that technical dimension a bit smaller. So when I go to the plan view again, my dimensions have come in and looking a little bit neater in here at 1:20. If you've got any other questions, please don't hesitate to ask, and we'll speak to you soon.